Well,
Nothing like talking eggs.
Every day.
we're sitting here talking with Fred Woehl about eggs.
You got all your eggs in one basket there, Fred?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm great. I'm
That's
happy to
good.
be here.
That's
I'd
good.
rather be here than be in jail. It's really good
Well,
to be here.
I don't know. Jail is quite the place to be these days. I mean,
Is it? I haven't been.
Do
I
you
will
speak from
yield to your
experience or what?
the photos are the horriblest thing, though, because they don't use good technology when they take your
Well,
pictures.
you know, if you're in that situation, I mean, it's stressful, I guess.
It is.
I mean, I've seen some of them, like that. I mean, it's probably stressful.
Oh, my.
Well, you know, anymore they take photos of your tattoo. You know, they do a front view, a side view, and then you took all your tattoos. So
And he's been there.
I'm sorry.
I don't have a
We
tattoo.
digress.
I don't have a tattoo, Dan.
I don't either. Not that I'll.
And
I don't have one.
You do. You do. You had. You.
I don't either. What? I used to,
No, it's gone though.
but it's
You had
gone.
it removed in a roundabout way.
In a
Thank-
roundabout way.
All right.
I'm
No,
happy to
hey,
be
what are
here.
you doing here?
I'm happy to be here. I really am. I'm glad. I'm really glad to be here. I've missed you all.
Oh, well, we missed you
Yeah,
too.
missed
So you're going to do something
We're
with Silver
back
City?
at Silver Dollar City this year, starting September 12th at the Salute to the Great American Cowboy.
Yeah, that's what you did last year.
Yes,
Right.
and I did it before I went overseas, and we did it. But this will be the last year for it. They're not going to have it in the near future. They're not going to have it next year or the year after. And so if they're going to go see cowboys, they need to come this year.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
you're
That's
going to
really
go out with a
neat.
bang.
Well, I'm leaving my gun at home, but yeah, I'll be going out with a bang. Good news though this year, and I'm
What?
really excited about this, is they do a poster every year. And I'm on this year's poster.
Oh, neat.
You didn't bring one?
No, they're not ready yet.
Okay, we expect
ink is
one.
still dry.
in the
Okay, well,
studio.
I will. I'll bring you one. But I am one of the
That's
ones
neat.
on the poster,
Neat.
so it's pretty.
Now,
What
cool.
happens during
Yeah.
this salute?
Well, it's at the National Harvest Craft Festival, and it's
Okay.
a salute to the Great American Cowboy. So there'll be tons of crafts, tons of different things, great food, but they also have an area that's set up for just cowboy stuff. We're going to have a cowboy poet. We've got Chris Isaacs coming back, who is a superb poet. We're going to have a honest-to-goodness chuck wagon cook, Kent Rollins. Kent and I have actually worked on the same ranch together.
Oh, wow.
And so he is a absolutely bona fide chuck wagon cook. And we've got a bona fide cowboy that's going to talk about different cowboy aspects, Rex Roberts. And then you'll have me there playing with horses and just happy to be there with the big boys.
Smiling.
That's neat. That's
And so we're going to have a good
Now,
time.
will you have your own horse with you?
Well, see, last year we took 3 horses, 3 wild Mustangs, and
neat.
worked with them and adopted them out. This year we're taking 2, and we're going to adopt them out at the end of the shows. And,
So do you train these
yes,
wild
yes.
Mustangs?
I've had these horses since April, and so they will be trained. They'll be young. They would not have been ridden because they'll be too young to ride. But all the groundwork, all the other stuff will be done, and I will show how we go about doing this.
Okay.
And do some training and stuff like that with them, and show people and answer everything. And I'm not bragging when I say this, but I have to say that we had one of the top rated shows on Park last year.
That's cool.
Yay, so you
That's
expect
neat.
that again
Yeah.
this year?
I expect it, yeah, and they expect it this year, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Talking about those wild Mustangs, there's a program to adopt
Yeah,
those, right?
Right. There's
Now,
a-
I heard last year it didn't get as many adopted as they wanted to. Was that right?
That is
or-
true, and it's a very controversial issue right now because of the cost involved in it. Currently, there's about 45,000 Mustangs in what they call long-term care. There's more Mustangs in long-term care than they are running in the wild.
Oh, really?
And those Mustangs in long-term care cost us taxpayers between $4.5
okay.
and $2.5 per day per horse.
Wow.
So you can figure that up in your head and see it's a costly
Yeah.
program. And so the cost with the government and the situation is tax dollars being scarce
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
this with the outgo and all this. So there's a lot of controversy right now on what to do with all these horses.
Now, the reason
Oh,
they're
yeah,
in
she's
care
taking
is,
to you.
the reason they're in care is because they can't make it on their own out in the wild, or
Well, there's not enough resources for them on the wild. I mean, see,
Okay.
you have and it gets really complex when you think about it, but there's not enough grass out there for that many horses. So instead of letting natural selection happen,
Right. Yeah,
which is sad, but you know, only the strong will survive.
Yeah,
Well, people care for those horses and they don't want them to suffer, or so they say, well, we got to do something with them. So
Yeah.
that's how the program got started. And back when the horse market was good, they didn't have any trouble at all adopting
Yeah.
these horses out. And now that the horse market isn't so good, I mean, you can go online or make phone calls and people will give you horses because they don't want to
Yeah.
feed them, don't want to
Yeah.
take care of them
Yeah.
and all this.
Are these horses housed throughout the United States in different places?
They are.
Is that,
They are scattered throughout the United States. The vast majority of them are in the western states because that's where the big expanses of land is.
Okay.
And I mean, you know, so I mean, when you turn these wild horses loose, you can't turn them loose on 200 acres or 400 acres. You got to have 5,000 acres or
Okay.
6,000 acres so they can.
So if somebody is, are there any qualifications for people to adopt them out?
Well,
What-
there's not any qualification for the people. Now their facility needs to meet certain things to make sure that the horses are safe.
Okay.
I mean, when you first get, I mean, these horses are like deer. I mean, if you take a deer, a wild deer, and put it,
Right.
that's how they are. So you can't have a wire fence. You got to have something. Fence has to be at least 6 foot tall. They have to have shelter. They have to have good food and all this. And as far as the people, they just need to be able to walk and chew gum.
Which eliminates a lot of us, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry.
That was good.
Well, will there be more information about that program?
About
that you-
okay, there's
yeah.
two things. If they're interested in the wild
Yeah.
horse program, they can go to www.blm.gov, blm.gov, and there's
Okay.
all the information on that. If you want more information about Silver Dollar City, they can go to www.silverdollarcity.com
Okay.
and
and
check on
that
check on
again.
Fall Festival, September 12th.
Okay, for the salute to the Great American Cowboy.
Yes, and I'm there. Would you like me to close out the segment with a quick poem?
Oh, you
Love
got
for
a
you
poem?
to.
Shoot,
Okay,
you-
okay.
Please do.
All right. The early morning silence is like music to my ears of the rested and contented who take the time to hear. I've missed that pre-dawn silence, not found upon the track the world says I must follow, but I shall have it back, for once again I've horses to fill my spirits whole. Dear God, oh how I've missed them and how they make me whole.
Oh,
very
thank
good.
you.
You're
Very
very
good.
welcome. Thank you for
Appreciate you
having me.
sharing.
Thank you, Fred. Thanks
All
so
right.
much.
See
for that.
everybody at Silver Dollar City.
All right,
All right.
come down
All right.
September
12th.
12th. All
Okay.
right. All right, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll be talking with Rob Thomason about the AmeriCorps program. Stay with us.